All we have is 3 suspects wearing scarves over their faces.
Another episode of Vibe Nation. Vibe Nation brings to you the stories of Africans and their diversity in their culture, their tribes, their ethnicity, and where they come from. Africa is huge. Africa has got 54 countries and over 10,000 languages. Let's have a look at the cultural activities happening here in Perth, Western Australia.
And this is the first time in a year where we sit down and let our hair down. And also, you know how it is, Perth is north and south. Everybody come together and let their hair down and relax. So this is one of the night. We will call it like Academy of Adult Kenyans in a community.
How important is an event like this from tonight?
Well, it's very important because it brings together most of the Kenyans who live in Western Australia. Secondly, it helps link the wider Australian community with the Kenyans who live here. And thirdly, it helps bring Kenyan officials, including the High Commissioner and the staff, to interact with the Kenyans who live here.
It's about the opportunities that there are for both Australia in Africa and Africa in Australia. I think it's been a time to remind ourselves of the place of Africa in the world. Africa is the continent of the future. He who is not thinking about Africa is not thinking about the future.
Vibe Nation, Stop the Violence is a television program that follows the journey of Africans coming to a new land, Australia. Africa is a continent of rich traditions, tribes, and languages. As a colonized continent, Africa's independence of each country is still very fresh. So, communities are also adjusting to regaining their culture while addressing relocation issues. Africans come to Australia in all forms. Some came as refugees, migrants, some came on a working visa, and some came on a marriage visa. Not every African who came to Australia has relocated because of adversity. However, those that do come under adversity have much to process as they readjust in a new land.
Tonight is typical being Tanzanian shock, and African is just about food, networking and having fun. That's it, yeah, and dancing, lots of dancing.
And that's what I'm gonna be playing tonight, more bongo, get people to know where, like, remember home. It's the independence. People have fought so hard to give us all the independence, so we have to appreciate the people who made it happen. So, and that's why it's so important for community to meet up and share love. Yeah.
Tanzania is known as a very friendly country, or sometimes they even call it Little Geneva, because Tanzania is a peaceful country with a host to many refugees from Rwanda, from Burundi, from Congo. It was in the front line during the struggle for independence of Zimbabwe, of Angola, of Namibia, and it was in the one of the frontline states against apartheid. So Tanzania is friendly. Tanzania is a country that works hard to ensure that the rest of Africa is free from colonial bondage. So I would say Tanzania is a peace-loving country, and it cherishes people's freedom, and Tanzania is not free if the rest of Africa is still under colonial bondage. So economic dependence that we have is something that Tanzanians are fighting against or are working towards eradicating. So, and we go by the slogan of Hapa Kazi Tu, which is our current president, known best for President Magufuli, talks about Hapa Kazi Tu. Tanzanians are hardworking people. Tanzania is a rich country in human resources and natural resources. I can summarize Tanzania is a very, the soul of Africa, I can say, because that is our motto. Me, as the Tanzania's tourism ambassador, we know that our slogan now is Tanzania, the soul of Africa.